2024. Got our live show. I got Mitch, I got Jay, and Ron with me on Wednesday. I'll be kind of trying to get my cues from the director next to me. And
Wayne's World, party time. Excellent.
Mitch, what's going on?
Not much. Wednesday, we got early baseball. We got late baseball. Got a week away, a week and 1 day away from NFL preseason. I love preseason because the hype that everyone gets all excited for preseason. Then we see about 3 plays and we realize it's preseason. And then, kind of everyone tunes out again and we tune back in. And I think a lot of people miss that opening weekend of college football too. They kind of just take it for granted. Not even week 0, which there's only a couple games this year, but the real week 1. A lot of people miss that because Labor Day. There's some good games coming up there too. So Miami, Florida, of course, in Romanelli.
We got you this time. We got you last time too.
I don't think you got us
in the swamp.
Orlando this time.
I was watching Top Chef and I immediately thought of Mitch because they had it in Wisconsin this season, and one of the episodes was titled "The Good Land."
Yes, it's Algonquin for the good land. Isn't it an Indian word? Actually, it's Algonquin for the good land. These guys have no idea what we're talking about.
I saw the title and I'm like, oh no.
You ever see Wayne's World, Ron?
No.
Oh, God. Yeah, there's a scene where they go to an Alice Cooper concert and they say, wow, Alice, are you in Milwaukee often? He says, actually, it's Milwaukee. And then Garth, I think, says, isn't that an Indian word? He says, actually, Garth, it's Algonquin for the good land. It's like Alice Cooper going into this. It's funny because Milwaukee's had a lot of visitors throughout the years.
Oh, man. Jay, how's it going?
It's had money-making Wednesday. Trying to put the pieces together, man. Off a good day yesterday. Just trying to keep rolling. So I got going on there.
Ron, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Chris. It's always a better day when I see Nick Martinez is getting a start tonight. So I'm excited for that one. But we just learned the sad news that James Paxton was DFA'd a couple days ago, which is just tough for our pocketbooks. And it's going to be tough, but hopefully the Brewers pick them up and we'll have the 1-2 punch of Keuchel and Paxton.
With the kicker of Aaron Savali.
Yep, throwing Savali.
I wouldn't be shocked if after the White Sox trade Crochet that they pick him up to fill in that last spot.
Yeah.
Or if the Blue Jays pick him up after they trade everybody away.
I actually hope the White Sox do, because then I can get the Paxton White Sox jersey and I'll have the Keuchel and Paxton set.
Combo. Combo.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the matchups today, and they are Tylenol worthy. Give me a headache with some of these. Jay, did you break the news to Mitch?
What? Oh no, I didn't. I don't think he knows. I had a new dog. Yeah.
I guessed the name right away.
He did. It was crazy. It was
last time a dog was named after a favorite player, the player's career didn't go all that well. So I'm hoping that it goes another direction for you. Went from Stanley Cup winner to wasn't Rod's named after
Binnington? Yeah.
Yeah, the goalie.
Binny.
Yeah.
To missing the playoffs the next 2 years.
Yep.
He'll probably run in here in a second. I'll show y'all. He'll probably run in here.
You look exhausted like a new parent.
Hey, yeah, I am. You crying like a little girl if you try to put him in the cage. So You know how to do when you first get a puppy.
I haven't got any of my college football or NFL preview magazines. I'm on my way to Barnes and Noble probably today to grab those because it's like, man, so many players change teams in both now. It's like it's like that first week of college basketball where you don't know who's on what team anymore. I think college football is going to be even worse. It's going to be tough because it's like a lot of these guys generally leave early. But now they're not even leaving early. They're just transferring to a different team. It's like I don't even know who's on what team anymore. But I don't know. I think looking at the NFL, one of the guys that we didn't talk about, that I didn't talk about as my sleeper player, I think is the guy that Miami got from Colorado State. He was that defensive lineman. It was like the home wrecker, like in that Colorado game and stuff. The Dolphins drafted him, Muhammad or something.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Muhammad.
It's Muhammad something. It's like Muhammad with like a K, I think.
Muhammad with the K. Kamahmed. I don't remember. But
Muhammad Kamara.
Yeah, that's it. He's going to be good.
Yeah, I wonder how he had like a massive game where he had like 5 sacks or something.
Yeah, it was against Colorado.
Was it?
Yeah. I remember they almost won. Colorado won like on the last second, like he got thrown out of the game. He got ejected. It was bad. Anyways, Christmas in July, everybody. This is the time. I've gotten a few emails. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that. Yeah, we take Venmo and Cash App and all those things as well. Just hit me, Mitch at pickdogs.com. I'll hook it up and then I just credit the capper. Let them know. All that stuff works. But man, I think baseball is good, but like center stage for as long as it gets is tough. It's tough, man. And it's like I don't count the Olympics. Just don't count it. Can you name one guy in the Olympic boxing team?
Crickets.
Crickets, man. How about on the
I'm gonna be honest. For me, outside of basketball and track, probably can't name anybody.
Yeah, but track, like who does the heptathlon? How about the decathlon? Who's like the decathlon guy this year?
That's what I'm saying. So
who runs the 100? Like I saw
Noah Lyles. I know that one. Noah Lyles. He runs that. He's pretty good.
Jay's watching for Shikari.
And then in the women's Shikari, we all know her.
What about who's representing the U.S. in tennis? There you go. Oh my God! Look at that guy. Oh my God. Is that a sheepdog?
He's a mini poodle.
Oof. It's a moodle.
A moodle.
Moodle. Oh my God. Look at him. What a mush. Oh my God. Jay's hitting the dog park after this. Making friends.
No, don't sniff there.
It's the guy with the moodle. The one smoking a blunt. Yeah, that guy. I faded his ass on the Clippers twice this season.
He told me take the charges. And he said Sears was going to be open today. What the hell?
Hey, yeah, y'all know what today is. We already know what today is. Ain't that about too much.
Yeah, Jay called the Skeens hype train coming to an end yesterday.
That was my top play. It was my top play.
He pitched well. It was just that the team behind him.
He did. It kind of went how I thought he was going to pitch well, but it just seemed like a logical spot for the Cardinals to possibly steal one. He wasn't going to go undefeated.
No, he wasn't.
The Pirates are good. They just leave a lot of guys on base. They just seem to leave a lot of guys on, and the Yankees left a lot of guys on base yesterday. Yeah. A lot of guys. I lost that one. I also, a typical Mitch loss. I laid the run line with the Brewers, right? Lost that. But Los Serpientes.
So
Gonna hit Bobby Witt Jr. again. Just keep hitting him. I
taking a page out of the O's book.
Yeah,
hit him.
Oh man, what was it? The Pirates usually score either 1 run or like 10 runs with Skeens on the mound. There's no in between. I thought it was going to be the latter, and it was not.
They seem to be a bat short. They seem to leave a lot of guys on base.
Yeah,
just in general. Jones has been out for a while too. I've noticed. So it's like they have the nice rotation. They got Ortiz, Skeens, Keller, right? But they're better with Jones. They need one. If they had one more, they'd be better because now you got Marco Gonzalez and Martin Perez in the rotation.
The 1-2 punch.
Yep, Gonzalez, Perez.
Yeah,
they could log a lot of innings.
Yeah, it's a gut punch more than anything else.
So I don't know. It's coming down to it. There's 6 teams, 7 teams that are in it in the National League, maybe about the same in the American. So was there a week left before the trade deadline? I always say if you're a buyer, you want to get it done as fast as possible. If you're a seller, you want to get it done as fast as possible. But if you wait too long, you will not get it done, or you won't get full value, because it's like now you have to get something done, and everybody knows you have to get something done. I think the White Sox are the team. I mean, they got the biggest decisions to make. I mean, do you keep Crochet? Do you trade him? Robert, do you keep him? Do you trade him? These are big pieces because the Dodgers are interested in both, and they're usually willing to pay up. So I think for Crochet, if you can get starter compensation for him.
I've been seeing the Dodgers name attached to Mr. Randy, which the Dodgers name is going to be attached to everybody, but I've been seeing Randy Rosarena possibly.
Yep, I've seen that as well. Randy Rosarena for the Dodgers as well. I don't know if the Rays are gonna cut bait there. Be tough at this point. Chris's power went out. It was a sign from God. His power went out. Same, ironically, the same time we started talking about his Skeens pick. Coincidence? I think not. Well, anyways, I guess I'll take over. I don't have a ton of time here, so I'll do the best I can. And these guys, if worse comes to worse, we'll take over. But all 3 of us sitting on the yearly leaderboard, right? So halfway home, headed to the football season, basketball season.
I'm trying to get on that baseball leaderboard with both of y'all. I'm right there.
They're close. What you need is just a solid. I mean, like you can get there in less than, you can get there in a day, but right. What you need is like a solid week where you just have maybe 1 small losing day or 2 small losing days and the rest winning days, even if the winning days are like plus 50 units a couple of days, like that's all part of it,
Correct.
Long haul is like taking those days that feel like losing days and still turning a profit. Like for me yesterday, I was 2-2 plus 0.50 or something, 70. I have no idea, but I was up for the day, but it didn't feel like it.
I think I'm down like 2 units, down like 18 games, but that's okay.
Well, between the 3 of us, we don't even give a whiff of 500.
Get it done. Get it done.
Not even.
So you gotta do it.
So let's try to find some value today, fellas. Let's do it.
Let's roll with it.
No.
Got the day baseball. Atlanta Braves game 1 up against the Reds. It's winning. versus Frankie Montas has a paying gig. Ironic that James Paxton's out there, but Frankie Montas has a day job. And Martin Perez against I thought it was Liberatore for the Cardinals originally. That's what I had seen.
That's what I see. That's what I still
bullpen game. And then Stephen Okert up against Aaron Nola in Minnesota. Boy, disrespected. Ron, what do you think?
I think the price is too good to pass up with the Twins in that one. Aaron Nola's not been great on the road recently, and the bullpen game for Minnesota, but their pen's been solid. Yesterday Duran had some issues late in that game, but I still think that at this kind of price, I know Correa being out of the lineup hurts, but I like the Twins on the money line there. I don't really like the first two games. Perez, he's got a good matchup because the Cardinals have not been great against lefties, but it's still tough to back Perez on the mound there, especially at that price. You're not really getting any value, in my opinion. And that first game, I would take the over. I lean towards the over with Montas. I just can't trust him against that Braves lineup.
Chris is back. Jay?
If y'all tuned into yesterday's show, y'all heard my Braves spiel. I don't like how they're playing right now. And the only reason I was taking them yesterday was because the stopper was due. He was up. Well, he ain't up in game one. And Winans, I don't trust him. I'm going to the Reds, man. And then game two, when the stopper is available, I'll probably be on the Braves, man. But here in this game one, I think it's just a legitimate 50-50 game. I'm going to lean on the Reds. I'm not totally in love with it, but that's the way I would lean in that first game of the day. And then Pirates-Cardinals. Y'all know who on that, man. Martin. My God, Martin Perez, man. Quit playing with my guy, man. Got a dub last time. I got cranked. He's been getting cranked recently. We all know this.
Yeah, he got a dub last time.
He got a dub, though. He got a dub. This is a tough game here. This one, I'm 2-0. I had Mitch Keller, the ace, the all-star, and I took Lance Lynn yesterday. So I kind of made my money here in this series. I would lean Pirates here, but I'll probably leave this series alone in its entirety. And I'm with you, Ron. Give me the Twins. Yesterday I said I might take Nola. I can't really do it, though. I can't do it in good faith. This is another 50-50 game. You give me the Twins, who they are kind of free-falling right now. Y'all know I love fading me some Twins. But I wouldn't be surprised if they woke up today. I'm really going to be trying to target the Twins. Their next series on the road against the Tigers is where I'm going to be trying to really fade their ass. But here, I think they probably get back on track, get a nice home win early in the day. Give me Twins plus money.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over in game one of Cincinnati-Atlanta. That pitching matchup is terrible. Winans and Montas. Yeah, I think 8.5 is too light. I could see us hitting that by middle innings. So give me the over there. I'm going to lean towards the Cardinals. For me, just Martin Perez playing to the back of his baseball card. Normally, over the course of his career, he's a guy that'll give you a high 4, low 5 ERA by season's end. And hasn't been anything special this year. Does pitch better at home, but yeah, I got to go with the Cardinals in that one. I just don't trust Martin Perez. I think he's going to take him out of that game early. And Phillies, Twins. Man. Lean to the Phillies, but I don't love that game at all. It's one of my least favorite games on the board.
I like the SGP Cardinals and over in that one. Yeah, using the lingo there. Cardinals team total over Yurfie, the whole 9 yards. We'll just call it a big party game. And I like the Braves against the Reds. I'm totally not sold on the Reds. I don't love the Braves either, but I don't know. The Reds, it's Frankie Montas. I don't have the stomach for that. To sit there and watch Montas, load the bases, walk the bases full, get picked apart. It's like, oh my God, it's gonna be bad. And then the other game, I don't think there's any other way that the Twins could say more to the Phillies that we don't respect anything about you than throwing Steven Okert out there against Aaron Nola. So, I mean, Okert is, nothing pretty about this. 4.40 ERA, lefty. The Phillies hitting lefties significantly better than they hit righties, But everyone hits Nola, so it doesn't matter. He's in Nola form, regressing to that 4+ ERA, moving right into that territory. It's where he lives. Take the Twinkies. Probably not betting it. Next up, Cubs and the Brewers. Justin Steele. I don't know who's pitching for the Brewers. I still got TBD. Down with TBD. You know me. You got anyone in that one, Chris?
I see
No.
as well.
Yeah, TBD.
I hate this. In the second half of the season, bro, we're going to start seeing a lot of this. And stuff. It may be bad.
Oh, yeah. Get used to it.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Especially after the deadline.
Yeah, so I might as well buckle up.
Rockies-Red Sox and the A's and the Astros.
Series is closed today.
Y'all know who on that mound today. All right? Y'all know who on that mound today. I told Ruffalo yesterday, we already know they're getting a dub today. So, y'all, yesterday was the day to bring the brooms out, man. We're bringing the goddamn brooms out, man. Let's go, A's. Team Oakland. They hitting the ball extremely well right now. Offensively, bro, where has this team came from? I don't know. They cranked the Phillies heading into the All-Star break. And since then, really, it started a little bit before then, but that was the icing on the cake when they said, all right, watch this. They cranked the Phillies and they ain't looked back since. I've been just steadily cashing on the A's, man, and it's right here back to the ace. Should have been the All-Star for him, man. Hey, I'm on J.P. Sears and the Oakland Athletics today. Let's bring out the brooms plus money. What was the other one? Red Sox Rockies and Cubs Brewers?
Yep.
I've stayed away from the Rockies Red Sox series. Two of my teams, man. Two teams I've been on a ton this season, but I just can't call this series, man. I can't call it. Yesterday I did lean toward the Red Sox. I was kind of mad I didn't take them. I thought that was the game they had to win. They had to win it. Today, if I'm going to be real with y'all, I would go with the Rockies, man. Plus money at home at the crib. Reason I would go there is just same thing. Here's my spiel. Look at the Rockies' last 7-8 series at home. They be winning them against the good teams. It just is what it is, bro. It just is what it is, man. It's hard for me to get off that Rockies train at home at the crib. I know the Red Sox on the road has been one of our spots, but I don't like how they've been playing on this road trip, man. I haven't. They gave up a couple, coughed up some games to the Dodgers, coughed up that game to the Rockies, the first one. And the Rockies, this is what they do at home at the crib. Cal Quantrill, he's not, like the best, but he's not terrible, He's serviceable is what I'll say. The Rockies have won 3 of his last 5 starts. I can get behind that. Nick Pivetta, the Red Sox have lost 3 of his last 5 starts. I can get behind that. Just a shot for me here on the Rockies at home at the crib. And then the Cubs Brew Crew with no pitcher is kind of tough, but the Brew Crew playing well. Cubs are just a constant overrated fade. How the hell are Cubs minus 150 over the Brewers, even though it is TBD? Like, for that alone, this is what I be saying about the Cubs, bro. Like, if the Cubs were priced regularly, like how they're supposed to be, I could bet them sometimes. I get Mitch's hate for them. Like, they've been one of the worst teams in baseball, one of the worst bets in baseball, and it's continuously the books price them as if they're one of the better teams, and they're not. They're 5 games below 500. Not doing it. Can't do it. I'm on the Brewers. Straight on money line.
Yeah, I was leaning towards the Cubs with Justin Steele going, but then it all made sense why Sears was closed today.
Joe Ross.
Dress for less.
Dress for less.
Dress for less reopened today.
Hey, so
Nice.
look, we going by Ross, and then we going by Sears. We catching some deals today.
Dress for less.
We finna dress for
No,
less.
I think my play here is going to be the under. Justin Steele does have solid numbers in his career against the Brewers, and I'm still not trusting this Brewers offense for much of anything. So give me the under in Cubs Brewers. Give me the Astros. Like I said, Sears is closed down today. I have to think that the Astros see what's going on with the Mariners right now and think, there's only so many opportunities that they have to really pull away in this division race. And I don't know. I just think that Hunter Brown's been pitching really, really well over the last couple of months. Completely different pitcher than the one that really struggled through his way through the first couple of months of the season. In the end, I think I just trust the Astros bullpen more when it gets down to the later innings. So give me the Astros there. And
over the last 5, who would you rather have, Hunter Brown or JP? Who would you rather have? The Astros, the shit. I don't know if you really looked at JP numbers, man. I don't know.
I know.
Who would you rather have? Full season too. I can make the argument full season. I'd rather have
no
JP.
Chance.
JP than Hunter Brown, bro. Look at the numbers, bro. Hunter Brown.
You look at the numbers. Look at the numbers yourself. What numbers? Tell me the numbers.
All of them. ERA.
Which ones?
ERA. We can go.
ERA. Brown's better. Okay.
So
what about how about your win-loss record? Brown's better. How about strikeouts? Brown's better. How about expected numbers? Brown's better.
Not necessarily, man.
He has a better record. ERA, expected numbers, strikeout numbers, probably home runs and walks per night.
One's 8-6. One's 8-6 pitching for the Astros. The other one's 7-7.
Oh, now the excuses come in.
I'm just saying. But if y'all want to hump up on Mr. Hunter Brown today, by all means, go ahead.
I wasn't until you started talking.
Who's got more quality starts in like the last 10?
I would take Hunter Brown 10 out of 10 times over JP Sears. No offense to Mr. Sears. I'm not saying he's a bad starting pitcher, but compared to Hunter Brown, there's no comparison. Brown had a miserable start where he had like a 9 ERA in the first month, and he still has a better ERA than JP Sears overall this season.
JP Sears might get dealt, man. Left-handed pitcher is always a hot commodity.
He probably will.
And that's with Hunter Brown having one more start of 9 earned runs in less than an inning than JP Sears this season. And I will agree with Jay on the Rockies, though. I think this is a decent spot to take the Rockies. Nick Pivetta hasn't been at Coors and hasn't faced the Rockies in a few years, but his experience at Coors has been terrible. And I like what I've seen from Cal Quantrill. He's actually pitched fairly well at Coors this season. So give me the Rockies.
Yeah, that Rockies-Red Sox is a tough one. The Red Sox terrible on this trip. Nick Pivetta, this is the best he's been, but that usually just means regression back to 4.50 land. Tough spot. I think maybe you take the 1.5 with the Rockies there. I don't love it, that's for sure. For me, I don't see the Astros getting swept by the Oakland A's.
Why not? Why don't y'all see this happening? Are y'all not tuned into athletics?
I don't know what, because one team is 3 games over 500 after battling most of the season and having most of their starting pitching staff out for the entire season, and the other guys are 21 games under 500. Maybe that has something to do with it.
10 games. But 10 games in a win column it's not really. You know what I mean? And then you got one team really reeling right now. You got one team hotter than fish grease. Like, You got one team playing the best baseball they've played all season. We're getting them at a huge plus.
Well, that's just it's the Astros that are playing the best they have all season.
You cannot pass this opportunity up, bro.
Pump the brakes a little bit, though. Who did the Athletics beat? A Harper and Schwarberless Phillies team, an Angels team, and yeah, they've taken care of business.
I don't
in
care.
the series.
It's not their fault that the Phillies were missing them 2 players. The Phillies still the best team technically in the National League.
But why are we crowning the A's? I mean, they've played well, but I wouldn't necessarily take them in every spot now. I mean, and when you want to look at the last 2 months, J.P. Sears, ERA of 5.31. Hunter Brown, let's see. In the last 2 months. Now I think it's not going to show up.
What about last 4 games? Let's go there.
4 games.
4 games for the Athletics with JP on that mound have been what?
Dubs. Yeah, they've won every game.
Been dubs. So I don't understand how you
Browns won 4 of his last 5.
I just don't understand how y'all can pass up this opportunity here on Oakland.
Because the odds of the Astros getting swept by the A's is so slim.
Astros have been a 50-50 team all season long. And they're not hit. They haven't came out of the break looking good at all. So
they were 4-8, 12 games in, and they haven't been close to 500 since then until now. It's like the Astros have been as hot as you say the A's are, or whatever. The Astros are
against
hotter.
A pitcher who we know can give it up in a hurry.
J.P. Sears. J.P. Sears can give it up in a hurry.
Brown in the last 2 months, 2.13 ERA for Brown in the last 2 months. Sears at 5.31.
I'm not worried about the last 2 months. I'm really worried about
last 5 games. Brown 4-1, Sears 4-1.
That's what I'm worried about. And for betting value, you got to take the Athletics here at damn near 1.5 on your money. You have to. They're playing too well not to. And if we lose, we lose.
The Astros are 7-1 in Brown's last 8 starts, 11-3 in their last 14 as a favorite. It's like they ain't gotten swept out of Oakland, man. That ain't gonna happen.
I've seen crazier things happen this season.
I've seen crazier things happen too, but this ain't gonna happen.
All right.
It could happen.
It's happening. And we cashing it. So I tried to argue my best to get y'all to join me. Y'all won't do it. So when we go to Ross and the Sears today and cash on crazy discounts, y'all not there with us?
Listen, I watched Hunter Brown's last start. It wasn't very good. I will say that. He was a little bit concerning. Didn't have his best stuff. So we'll see if he can bounce back. But to compare him to Sears, it's apples and oranges.
Chris said he was a nice young man.
And they say Sears should be their all-star.
He helped me across the street.
He's their ace, man. They're all-stars.
Hunter Brown's a nice young man.
The ace of the A's doesn't really tell me much.
I love Savali.
Ron's throwing darts.
I like Oakland.
You're up in this one, Ron.
Oh, I'm going to go with the Oakland A's. Give me the Astros run line. Give me the Rockies money line. And give me the Cubs on the run line. Justin Steele has just owned this Brewers team. And I think he pitches well again.
You don't think Craig Counsell manages them right out of the game? Because he has a tendency to do that.
This is a rivalry. This is a must-win for the Cubs. They got to have this one.
God, they want it bad.
They're scrappy bunch.
They want to win bad. They're mad.
They're mad.
When is he coming back this season or is he done? Blackburn.
Blackburn singing the edge of my
He's done a rehab start.
I've done a few rehab starts myself back in the day.
He allowed in their AAA teams lost to Salt Lake, gave up 7 runs on 8 hits over 2 2/3 inning work.
Who's had more rehab starts, Mitch or Lance McCullers?
Oh my god, Mitch or Alec Manoah?
Paul.
All right, move on. Got the Mariners against the Angels. The Braves, round 2 against Nick Martinez and the Reds. And you got the Guardians and the Tigers, which has actually turned into an entertaining series. Chris?
Yeah, I like the Braves on the run line. It's a little bit spooky that the line dropped as much as it did, because even though it's still Chris Sale,
it's Martinez.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with the Braves on the run line there. It's still Chris Sale, he's been dominant at home, 8-0, sub-3 ERA, all eight wins have come by 2+ runs, and I trust him to go deeper into this game, especially if the Reds bullpen gets depleted in the opener. So give me the Braves in game 2 there. Give me the Angels and give me the under in that game against the Mariners. Mariners can't score right now, and it's just plain and simple. Griffin Canning's been terrible, but I think this is as good of a matchup as it's going to get for him right now. And Luis Castillo can be competitive, but we've also seen tons of times this year where the Mariners just haven't backed him up, and even if he has a quality start, he still takes the loss. So I'm going to take the Angels. I'm going to take the under there. I'm going to take the Tigers as well. I like Jack Flaherty. Tanner Bybee's been one of the better starters for the Guardians this season, but still an ERA over 4 at home. The Tigers still hitting righties fairly well. And one game isn't going to convince me that the Guardians' offensive struggles are over. Yeah, they're one of the better home teams in baseball, one of the best home teams in baseball, but the Tigers have been competitive in this series. I like the value with them at plus money.
You love the Tigers.
Love them.
You love them, Jack Flaherty. Reds Braves, I'm not really convinced one way or the other. Chris Sale, I think, is bad value. So either you got to go 2.5 or nothing at all. Maybe go with an over in the Reds Braves too. Mariners Angels. Well,
you're getting plus 120 on the run line now.
Yeah, well, I'd go minus 2.5 if I'm going to take the Braves.
Yeah,
either going to kill them or they're not going to win at all. Mariners Angels, another yuck game. I like the over in this one. Castillo has not been Castillo this season, not even close. And it's Canning, that law firm on the other side. But we'll call them the law firm. Canning. Who was the law firm? Wasn't there like a
Woodruff Burns and
no, there was a guy that had like a name, like really long name, and they used to call him the law firm or something. I forget who it was. And then Guardians Tigers. I think this one's decided by the bullpen. I'm going to take the Guardians.
Speaking of one of your bits, I just saw this and I thought it was hilarious when I saw it. The Ocho is coming back.
I love the
Ocho. It's going to have like cornhole and bowling. And
yeah, it's August 1st through August 4th on ESPN. The Ocho.
By the way, the law firm, Ben Jarvis Green Ellis.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, the law firm. Canning. The new law firm. The Ocho. Ron Romanelli.
I'll go Braves. I got to fade Nick Martinez anytime I can get. He's not a viable starting pitching option. Solid out of the bullpen. He's always been a decent reliever, but as a starter, the Braves have great numbers against him as well, career number-wise, the current Braves hitters. So I think they get to him early and win that game on the run line.
Braves run line for me too, man. I gave y'all a spiel yesterday on Chris Sale. He's him. He's him. All right, he's him. It is what it is. If the Reds win game 1, I'm gonna like max bet the hell out of the Braves.
Chris Sale, generally not a good second half of the season pitcher.
That's fair.
Usually one of those guys that falls off a cliff second half of the season.
But I honestly believe when you think of stoppers, like when your team needs you to get a win and they're real, he might be one of the first names off my tongue when I'm thinking of those guys. And that's the situation the Braves find themselves in. I really loved them yesterday, but because they have this weird game one in front of it today, kind of mucks up the situation for me. So if the Reds come out and win game one, I am betting Braves run line max heavy today, game two.
So what does your order go there then? Goes Blake Snell, then Chris Sale?
It would probably,
guys.
I don't have the list off the top of my head. I probably have to sit down and think about it for a second. But like he would be probably one of the top three, I would say, for sure. For sure.
For Chris, it's the volley. He loves him.
Loves him. And y'all know I don't even like the Braves. I like fading most of the Braves pitchers, but Chris Sale, he's him. So give me the Braves in that one. Give me the under Mariners Angels. I might just bet the under in the Mariners games for the remainder of the season. If the Mariners are playing in Seattle, bet the under. These boys can't hit shit. They can't hit nothing. And it's hilarious. Like, I've been telling y'all this was going to happen. The break was going to come. They were going to fall off a cliff. The Astros and the Rangers were going to chase them down. Y'all knew this was coming. They might sneak a win today, with Canning. Canning ain't been great on the road. But even if they win, it's probably like a 2-0 win. That's just who the Mariners are. 1-0.
The law firm.
2-1. Best play in that game. Give me an under. And
law firm. Candy.
Tigers, Guardians. The Guardians ain't been my Guardians from earlier in the season. They were my poster boy, my money-making machine. And they just ain't been that recently. They are at home. I don't like fading them at home too often. In all honesty, if I were to play this one today, it would be a Guardians run line. They ain't been that same run line demon they were earlier this season. Earlier this season, bro, we was cashing like no other on Guardians run line. Just laying it. They ain't been that team recently. That makes me a little nervous, but I'm a believe in them today at home in the middle of a nice little homestand. And possibly get the Flaherty in the bullpen. Give me Guardians run line.
Got Marlins-Orioles, Nationals-Padres, and the Yankees and the Mets. How about that Met bobblehead? They got two of them, and there's just like the hottest bobbleheads right now. One is the Foo Fighters, Mr. Met, and the other Mr. Met is Blink-182. It's Mr. Met is guys in the band. I'm not paying that kind of money for those.
You're Mr. Bobblehead Man.
I had a nightmare, by the way.
Of what?
The splash. You dropped the splash?
Yeah. I already got my new one. It's already delivered, but this was a heartbreaker.
That happened to me with that happened to me with Colonel Sanders, man. I lost Colonel Sanders, man. That was expensive. Like, I didn't realize how much Colonel Sanders cost. Maybe it's that bucket of chicken that comes with it, man. It was expensive, man. That was bad.
And he broke the splash down, but he already got it back.
I don't even like to
$60 a pop.
I don't even like to touch the Colonel anymore. It's like, man.
How much was it, Ron?
$60.
Oof.
Yeah, I wish the Colonel was running in that neighborhood. I mean, you see that? That's a bucket of chicken right there. A full bucket. I mean, this thing's paper mache.
$60.
It's like this thing's like the old paper mache. I don't even know where to put them. I don't want to mess with them. I don't know why I took them out. MC Hammer now is backwards. Jesus, that always happens. But you know why? You know why he's backwards? You know what he's saying? Can't touch this. There you go. Ooh, whoa. Hammer's spinning. He's like in spin mode. Anyways, Marlins, Orioles, Nationals, Padres, Yankees, Mets. I'm going to go with the Marlins again. Cabrera. The Orioles, they don't want it. They just don't want it. And the Marlins, I mean, they beat them up yesterday. Jazz Chisholm on the trade block here. Another name that's circulating around. Normally it's Marlins pitchers, but this year it's Jazz. We'll have to see if they hang on to him. So you have to remember that he's already been part of a prominent trade. So it goes on to one of those next generation of the trade if he does get traded. So it'd be Zach Gallen for whatever they get back for Jazz Chisholm at this point. Nationals-Padres, this is a bad one. I didn't like the way that Waldron pitched last time. He looked lost out there. He's one of those guys that's pitched pretty well over the course of the season, but when he gets in trouble early, he just doesn't have a lot of answers. And but the Nationals, I think, are just going in the wrong direction. So I think they're going to stay pat. They're going in the wrong direction. And I like the Yankees against the Mets. I thought the Mets got extremely lucky. The Yankees just left guys on base all game long. They hit balls hard and, didn't get paid off on it. I think, the Mets have now won 3 in a row against the Yankees. They're going to be mad.
Was Aaron Boone one of the worst lineups I've ever seen? And I don't know what he was thinking when he made that. JD
Well, he is the worst manager. He's one of the worst managers in baseball.
Yeah, Jahmai Jones leading off, and you have first and second, nobody out. You got Quintana on the ropes. Verdugo goes up 1-0, and you put the bunt down ahead of Carlos Narvaez, who's got 3 major league at-bats. Probably the worst decision I've seen a manager make all season. And if he's not going to get fired yesterday, he's never going to get fired. He'll just be a lifetime manager for the Yankees. But
that's because George isn't there anymore.
Oh, yeah. Just horrible. Couldn't believe it. I mean, J.D. Davis striking out, runners on. Just bad. But they bounced back.
If George was there, it would have been front page of the paper.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of these games run?
Yeah, I go Yankees run line. Like you said, they were 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. They left 11 men on base. I don't think that's going to be the case here. I think we see bombs away for guys like Judge and Soto. Judge walked 4 times yesterday. I think Garrett Cole we're going to be saying later this season, I wish we can get Garrett Cole at less than minus 200 on the money line or plus money on the run line at home in any start, even if it's against a solid team like the Mets. But I think the Yankees win this one comfortably. And I lean towards the Padres. Waldron, he's been a little shaky recently, but I still think he's the better option. I like San Diego's lineup against the lefty right now. Parker, we know he couldn't get out of the first inning in his last start, so I'll go San Diego.
Chris loves the Mets. Jake?
Hey, what did I tell y'all yesterday? I told y'all if we just stay pat, continue to fade the hell out of the Yankees, we're going to be just fine, bro. We're going to be just fine. I look at this series and I see these teams have played 3 games this season. This is the last one. Mets have won all 3. Let's bring out the goddamn brooms. All right. Today's theme is we're bringing out the brooms. We're bringing them out in Oakland and we're bringing them out in New York. Bro, let's call a spade a spade. The Yankees, they're ass. They won one series. No, they haven't won a series in 2 months. And I think they only tied 1. And come on, bro. The Yankees not playing well. And everybody keep waiting on them to turn the leaf. They started the season off red hot, shocked the hell out of me. But in my opinion, they're back to who they were last season. Untrustworthy and a fade. Nothing here shows me that they should be this sizable of a favorite. And I'm Garrett Cole's one of his biggest fans. Remember, I was on the Cy Young train for Garrett Cole last year. I'm kind of with Ron on we're not going to be getting these prices with Garrett Cole because he is one of the best pitchers in baseball. But I ain't paying that Yankees tax. I ain't paying the Garrett Cole tax. I'm on the Mets. Man. I gotta be. And I'm gonna take an over Padres Nationals. Mitchell Parker. I don't know if he's gonna get it back, man. He got cranked that last game. And Waldron, Mr. Knuckleballer, he's hit or miss. You know what I mean? Some days he come out throwing that knuckleball and people can't see it. Some days they kind of be catching up to it. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nationals, who have been, solid, serviceable at home this season, made this a game, kind of a higher scoring game. between two pitchers who can give it up. I'll take an over Padres, Nationals. And what was the last one? Blue Jays? Was it Blue Jays?
Marlins-Orioles.
Oh, Marlins O's. That's a Chris style spot. He got his Mets. He got his O's. Ooh, yeah.
Love the Mets. Loves them.
Cabrera on that mound today. Y'all know Cabrera is on the list of my guys. I kind of been waiting for him to get back into form. He's been okay. He did get that one game where he got torched by the Reds, but outside that, he's been okay. Do I trust him today against Baltimore? I think I have to. I think I have to take the Marlins here. In all honesty, the Marlins, they're out of the stigma of last season. You know, they're out of that stigma. They were banged up. This season's in the toilet, but now we're going to get that value on them. They're not going to lose every single game. You got to pick your spots. This line, to me, just seems really funky, is basically all I'm saying. For a game where the win-losses are this disparity, why are the O's only minus 135? I get Chase McDermott's his first game, but I don't know. It's not pretty or nothing, but on my gut, I'm rolling with the Marlins. The game giving me weird vibes. Give me the Marlins.
Yeah, I think that price is because it's McDermott's debut. I'm taking the Orioles here. You're not going to get spots like this to take the Orioles at this kind of price. Cabrera hasn't found his footing yet. And
Marlins have won 3 of his last 5.
I'm not investing in Cabrera. I'm selling my Cabrera stock.
I'll buy it.
That's fine. You can return it at Sears when you're done with it. Yeah, give me the Orioles here. It's kind of like what Ron was saying with the Yankees. There's going to be times where we look back on this series and be like, man, we got the Orioles at minus 130, minus 135 against the Marlins. Yeah, I'm going to take the Orioles here. I'm going to take the Nationals. I know Mitchell Parker didn't look good in his last start, but the thing for me is the Padres. They only have, I think it's 55 plate appearances against lefties in the month of July, so not a lot of them. And the ones they are getting, it's just a lot of singles. And I think, Mitchell Parker can keep the damage to a minimum. Thing about Matt Waldron, he's strikeout dependent. The Nationals have the second fewest strikeouts against right-handed pitching in the month of July. So good at bats. They're hitting righties fairly well.
I go good with my over. Yeah.
I think they can do enough to sneak out the win here. I'm still not trusting this Padres offense right now. Mets, Yankees. Oof. Hey, that's my Halloween costume.
We were talking baseball and Mitch in the background.
Mitch
baseball mascot.
Look, this is what I've learned, okay? When you give Mitch like 5-6 minutes when we're talking, a lot of things can happen. The best and worst thing you can do is give this guy a creative outlet when he has time on his hands. Because all of a sudden,
speaking of which, I got to run, but thanks everyone for joining. These guys will take you home. We got Blue Jay. These guys will finish off.
You go quick.
I like the Rays, the D-backs, White Sox plus 1.5, and I like the Giants, of course. I'll see you guys later. These guys will take you.
Love the Giants.
Love the Giants. I love the Giants almost this much.
I swear to God, just don't leave that up because then all of a sudden we'll have to make a new show. Oh man.
Adios, amigos. See you tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will be here. Let's see if I can get out of here.
Don't end the stream.
He just doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave.
Poop me.
I got you.
Is that how we had to do it? Okay. Yeah, that Mets Yankees game for me is ugly because I want to take the Mets, but like I said, or like Ron said, Garrett Cole. I don't know. This just feels like a spot where you can have a good enough start, and I hate picking Cole almost as much as he loves picking his nose. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna watch that one. If I had to pick anything, I'd probably take a shot on the Mets. But
yeah, didn't I tell y'all the O's Mets parlay was coming from Roof? Come on, bro.
It's not a parlay because I don't feel good enough to be bet it. Shut up. All right, Ron, what do you got for sale today?
I got my afternoon winner in Major League Baseball, as well as my rundown best bet in baseball. And, the Christmas in July sale, I know these guys have probably been talking about it this week. Best deal you're going to get all year. And last year I had 981 premium plays overall in 2023. So if you take that yearly package at the prices now for Christmas in July, divvy it up by the 981, you're looking at $1.12 per play. So you can't beat that. We got college football, college basketball, NFL. Those are my big time sports, as well as the MLB right around the horizon. So hoping for a big year again in 2024. Check it out.
Jay, what do you got going on?
I got my $19 Major League Baseball play of the day, man. My favorite play today in Major League Baseball. Smashed the books last night. I smashed them. Went 4-0. Plus almost 500 units because we had some dogs in there. So just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward, man. Y'all heard me talk earlier. For the full season of Major League Baseball, my record is 100, 118, and 1. I'm down 2 units. All right, I'm chasing that shit down. All right, I'm down 2 units. So after, what's today? Wednesday? Hopefully by Saturday, because, I'm picking my spots. I don't have any games on. I do every day. I'll be in the positive in baseball for the entire season. I'm looking for value. I changed up my betting in baseball this season. I'm just trying to find a better strategy. And I'm starting to really find the ropes in it. So if you want to hop on with me as we continue to find the value here in the dog days of summer, you can in baseball. But like Ron said, we got Christmas in July, man. Great time to hop on right now. You get on the Christmas in July, you get every single play that I release, every single sport. Y'all already know we do in the NBA. I don't even got to talk about that. Y'all already know we do in the NBA. The NBA alone should take care of you. If you hop on Christmas in July, the NBA alone will take care of you. The way I'm planning on continuing to roll it. Got football profitable there last season in the NFL right around the corner. College football right around the corner. I'm going to be much better there this season. And like I said, we still got baseball and everything else that we have, that I sprinkle under there. Sometimes some hockey and WNBA and everything from right now, July 24th to July 24th next year, bro. For one low price. Can't beat it. Hop on. Let's continue to keep the crap out of the books.
Yeah, I got my $19 pickoff play. Also got a 3-pack with that pickoff play included, and an extra play for long-term subscribers. But yeah, like the guys have said, Christmas in July is the best way to go. Yeah, my plays are way less than $1 per play because I go high volume during college basketball, college football season. Changed up the strategy for the last couple months of the MLB season and try to reel it in a little bit. So definitely going to tighten it up, and we're going to have a lot going on. And I think this is the most locked in that I've been going into a football season yet. I've been doing the prep for the last month. So ready to, like Jay says, kick the crap out of the books, make some money this season, be the most profitable football season we've had. So definitely a great time to jump on. And you can get that yearly consensus report as well if you jump on a yearly pass and use that promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off the already heavily discounted yearly prices. But we got our last 4 games in. We got the Rays and the Blue Jays. We got the White Sox and the Rangers, Royals and the Diamondbacks, Giants and the Dodgers. Ron, what do you like here?
I'm going to take the Blue Jays. Eflin just hasn't pitched too well on the road. His last few road starts have not been great. And I like Ariel Rodriguez. So I think at least to the first 5 innings, the Blue Jays have a lead. I'd lean towards the Rangers on the run line, but the price is it's not in my wheelhouse. So I'll pass on that one. That Diamondbacks Royals game, I think it's going to be one of the better games on the board. I really like the way both the starting pitchers are looking recently. Royals are always tough to beat at Kauffman, but the Diamondbacks got him yesterday. It should be a good one, the rubber match there. And then the Giants-Dodgers, Robbie Ray season debut. He pitched well in the rehab starts. He had quite a few of them. I think he pitches okay. Obviously, he's not going to pitch too deep into the ball game. Don't love the Giants bullpen right now, but I also don't love the Dodgers bullpen. I think the value lies with San Francisco as far as a side, but I would lean towards the under as well.
You're muted, Chris, but I'm taking the.
I said my bad. I flipped the order around, but what do you got?
No, this is the last 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue Jays getting their ass faded. Ugh, they make me mad, bro. I'm sick of them, bro. I'm sick of the goddamn Blue Jays. They've been demoted to like my 15, bro. I'm tired of them. Even yesterday, bro, I tried to talk myself into taking them, and they just couldn't get it done, bro. They just couldn't get it done at that ugly price.
Brother,
Yeah, brother. That's how the Blue Jays make.
They've been demoted to Jay's 6th favorite team in the AL East.
Man, yeah, like even the Red Sox have surpassed the Blue Jays, bro. It's sickening. I'm on the Rays, man. It's just a fade of Toronto, bro. The trade deadline's on the horizon. They seem to give up, bro. This team is stuck a fork in themselves. So why do I care if they don't care? It's kind of how I feel when it comes to Toronto. Give me the Rays. My Rangers, they win today. Do you want to lay minus 250? Go ahead. I'm not. I mean, I might. I ain't gonna lie to you, I might. Flexing. Flexing got cranked in his last game, so the Rangers ain't won on that run line in a minute. That's why I'm a little nervous, but they should do it today. This should be the breakout game for them. You know, it's been their last 3 wins have all been 1-run wins, which is all real head scratching material because that's not who they are. When they win, they usually win dominantly. But it's my team. I told y'all this stretch they have to. If they're gonna get back into things, it has to be right now. I told y'all they have to sweep the White Sox. Then they got Toronto. Then they got the Blue Jays. We gotta beat up on the Blue Jays, and then we'll be right back in the thick of things. We'll be right there. We already right there, low key. In the AL East, the AL West, Astro, we're 3 games back, bro. We're 3 games back. Y'all be hating on the kid, man. I just be trying to tell y'all what I see, man. And I see the Rangers finna be in prime position to be leaders of this AL West as soon as next week. So give me the Rangers. I'll lay a run line, bro. It's minus 125. Hell no. I guess I gotta go 2.5. Either I'm gonna go 2.5 on the Rangers or I'm gonna go money line. I'm not laying runs and odds. I can't do that. So you either just suck it up and take them straight up money line, lay the minus 250, or you lay like 2.5 runs. It's kind of my feelings there. Give me the Diamondbacks. I'm just in fade of the Royals mode. I'm expecting the Diamondbacks to get back into things. I'm still expecting some regression in the game of the Royals. Don't fall too much into the Royals coming out of the break playing hot. They played the White Sox, bro. You know what I mean? I've been telling y'all I'm expecting this team to kind of fall off second half of the season. Diamondbacks, I'm expecting them to get back into it. So plus money on the team who I think is the better team, Arizona. I'm going to take them. And Giants, Dodgers. Glass now. Robbie Ray. Ain't there somebody else famous named Robbie Ray?
Oh, there's Billy Ray Cyrus.
I thought there was somebody named Robbie Ray. Rachel Ray. Any Rachel Ray?
Rachel, yeah.
Brother and sister.
No way. For real? This is Rachel's brother?
No.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
You almost had me Googling.
Oh, that was yeah. You had me. You got me.
Jeez. I was gonna say it's a whole new meaning when Robbie Ray.
I can't believe you just got me like that. I don't know that game though. In all honesty, lean on the Dodgers. I'm not betting it though. Damn. Oh man.
So we're gonna do this test where if Ron tells you to jump off a bridge, see if you're gonna do it.
I can't trust Ron, bro. Ron be setting me up.
I'm good at it.
Ron be setting me up.
Ron's the guy that pulls the chair out on you at the wedding. That's. All right. For me and these 3 or 4, I got the. Here's what I tell you. I said this yesterday. I said today, if I'm going to take the Blue Jays in a game this series, it's going to be today. Eflin on the road since the start of his tenure with the Rays last season. You back him at the Trop, you fade him everywhere else. He's been struggling on the road, and I think the Jays, if they're going to win a game in this series, I think they get to him today because I don't think they're winning tomorrow. As much like Chris Bassett. Ron's looking at the comments. I know he's already seeing it. Yeah, see. Oh, I see. Never mind. I see the tail come into the screen. That's what it was. All right. I'm gonna take the Rangers on the run line, but the concern for me is that the White Sox have covered the run line each of the first 2 games of this series, but I think that was a byproduct of Crochet and Fede starting. I think there's just a significant pitching mismatch here for the Rangers. I'm not faulting Eovaldi for a bad start against a really good Orioles team at home. Reality is he's pitched really well at home this season. Chris Flexen's been ass everywhere. Home road. Ugh. Give me the Royals over the Diamondbacks. I'm not a Ryan Nelson fan. I like the way the Royals have been playing, especially at home. They're one of the best teams in baseball in terms of hitting righties at home this entire season. So give me the Royals there. And this Dodgers-Giants game gives me bubble guts. Lean towards the Giants plus money, but I'm not betting it. All right. I think it's that time.
Parlay. Let's do it.
You're slipping.
I know. I'm sorry. I was doing something.
All right, you guys go because I'm going to tell everybody for my parlay, you're going to have to get a pen out or write it down because I got nerfies.
Well, for my parlay, I'm trying to look at my notes, but this is on my laptop.
Meh.
So we're struggling here, but let's see.
You're probably committed to memory. What is this? How dare you?
No, I don't parlay, so it's always just like a last minute thing.
Oh.
But if I had to parlay, it would be the Braves team total over in the second game of the doubleheader. It would be the Rockies on the money line, and it would be the Blue Jays first 5 innings.
Jay, what do you got?
Braves run line game 2 behind Chris Sale. Give me it's tough. Braves run line behind Chris Sale. Give me the over in Padres Nationals. And then give me the Rays, bro. We just gonna fade the Blue Jays. We just gonna fade their ass. Just fade them.
Let me get you guys the updated odds on my nerfy parlay here. Give me a sec. We're gonna go with 5 nerfies here. Just try to run out of here.
Yesterday was a nerfy day. At least early it was. I got
all right.
My friends, they love nerfies. They be parlaying the hell out of nerfies. Me, I'm like the old wise guy. Y'all need to stop trying to parlay. But they love it. So they hit yesterday. They hit.
You crazy kids. All right. So plus 1965. Nerfies in Cardinals Pirates, Mets Yankees, Brewers-Cubs, Padres-Nationals, Rays-Blue Jays.
Well, Mr. Briggs, you let me know a time and a date when you're ready to get blown out by the UMass Minutemen, Tyson Pomachan, and head coach Tony Gabagoo, as we are absolutely undefeated with the Minutemen. That's my team.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you're ready for Avery Johnson. And
Oh, no. Gotta have an even playing field. You gotta pick a bad team.
no, I'll pick a bad team, but the team I've been playing with the most is Kansas State.
Are they a fun team to play with?
Yeah, Avery Johnson's a monster out there.
Yeah.
My starting running back is Mort, last name Adela.
They do have Dominic Mazzotti as a tight end.
Ay.
You been playing Dynasty?
UMass Minute Mob.
Yeah, I do Dynasty. Yeah, I just upset Missouri, so we're feeling pretty good.
Okay. Fair enough. I have Kansas State right now. We just won last night. We just won the Big 12 championship against Baylor. So we're heading to the college football playoff next.
I saw one guy has Temple Dynasties. They already like 2040. They've been to the playoff, but they haven't been able to win the whole thing yet. They fired their coach or something after 12 straight winning seasons.
They did a good job, but I ain't gonna lie. It's fun.
Yeah. I think it's a great start, and I think they can build off of it too. Like, I think it's, there's some work to do with like recruiting and stuff. It's a little too one-dimensional, but they have to put something out to start, and
Right.
it's good. The game plays nice, so I think they did a good job.
Ruffalo at Auburn.
I was at Auburn.
You hit the portal?
Oh, I hit the portal quick. Bro, I was saying before we started the drive through like a week ago, I said it is crazy to me how realistic the gameplay is in college football 25. Like, they've got it down to a T. Like, I played for Auburn. There was optimism coming into the year, and we finished 6-6 in 2 straight years. That is accuracy.
Where'd you hit?
I transferred to Georgia and was first string the following season.
Excuse me.
Oh, all right. From Auburn to the Pool Dogs. Okay. I haven't started my road to glory.
It's crazy to see what happens when you actually get receivers who have hands and who can run. Like, I just kept hitting my slot receiver at like 98 speed. I just kept hitting him on wheel routes, and he just kept burning everybody.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're gonna have to run a Pick Dogs Dynasty and stream it.
Definitely. Yep.
Got UMass. We got Kansas State.
If he goes UMass, I'm gonna go with somebody like North Texas or like Texas State or something.
Texas State's a good one. They got a good offense.
Now I got to think of who I'm going to be.
UMass, they actually were pretty forgiving to UMass. Their numbers aren't bad. Pomachan's, I think, is 75, but he's got good speed.
Who would I go with if we went? Troy. Troy Trojans. I got to see. I haven't thought about it yet.
Yeah, I will say they should have made the bad teams worse than what they are. They're bad. Like, you won't be able to compete with like Georgia and stuff. But if those teams, like if Eastern Michigan played Georgia, it would be a 50, 60 point win. So they should kind of. It's like the overalls are like 60 to 80, high 80s, low 90s. For me, it should be 50s. No offense, but I just think.
I think it was tough to do that though, because like it's actually the actual player, so like they didn't want to.
Yeah, it's true. You know, like, disrespect. So, but
I get what you're saying, though.
I think it's a lot easier to upset some. At least, I guess if you're kind of good at the game, it's easy to upset them big schools.
Are you playing on Heisman or All American?
Heisman.
Ooh, and you upset Missouri on Heisman with UMass? Okay,
51-48. I couldn't get a stop. I'm horrible defensively, but
the first thing Ron says to me is like, "If you play college football," I was like, "Yeah, I'm just playing road to glory." And he's like, "I can't tackle anybody," and I was
can't tackle. Especially with UMass, which is realistic. At least that's good.
Oh, now you got me thinking about who I want to take control.
We'll get on here in a little bit. I got to do a couple more things. We'll get on.
We'll talk about it behind the scenes in one of these days, and we'll get it going. But anything else from you guys?
No, that's it, man. That's it for me.
Money making Wednesday. Crush the books today. But we'll see you guys later. We'll be back tomorrow bright and early. The headless. Yeah, I gotta ask Lamont Wade why he lost his head. Why'd you get so angry?
Poor Splash Town, man. Poor Splash.
Can you do a rundown? Can you do a rundown with just the head on the screen and just your voice in the background?
Oh God.
It'll be the highest viewed one of all time. Making a guest appearance by Lamont Wade Jr. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Appreciate everyone for joining us. We'll see you guys soon.
Peace.